This is the last concept that is important to understand for time frequency decomposition. And most of you probably have heard of the Nyquist frequency. And the Nyquist frequency tells you that if you want to look at a signal, for instance, here we have a signal at 100 hertz. So this is the thin line right here, 100 hertz. And then we sample at 120 hertz. And intuitively we say, oh, okay, I'm sampling at 120 hertz. I should be able to reconstruct the signal at 100 hertz. I mean, I'm sampling higher frequency after all. But you can see that's not the case, because in these samples, I can pass this perfect sinusoid through this sample. So I'm not able to reconstruct the original signal. And the Nyquist frequency tells you that if you're interested in a signal at 100 hertz, you need to have a sampling frequency of at least 200 hertz. If I have more than 200 hertz for the sampling frequency, then I can reconstruct my signal. If I have less than 200 hertz, I'm going to have some information about my signal. I haven't lost everything, but I just can't reconstruct this signal. So if you're interested in studying I gamma at 180 hertz, don't record at 250, because you won't be able to really study what you're interested in. And Scott already showed this picture. This is another representation we can use in EEGLAB, where this is all the channels, and we can specify some specific time frequency regions to plot the scalp topography. And now we're going to move on for the last 15 minutes onto trying to load the tutorial data set and trying these different parameters of overlap, window size, and FFT length, which is the padding. So this is using this function. So you load the data set into EEGLAB, and so you use File, Load Data Set, and then you use this menu, which is called Channel Spectra and Maps. And you're going to change these three parameters in the last edit box, changing the window size, changing the padding, so the length of the window's padding. So if you have a 256 window size and you use NFFT 512, this means you're gonna use padding in the windows that's twice bigger. And this is the envelope, and it's all in points. It's all in data points. Okay, here we go. And we have you can read that we have different types of exercise for people of different levels. So you can just use the GUI, or then you can move on to the command line to do more advanced things if you feel comfortable with it. So we have 15 minutes to do these simple things, and there are people. We have lots of helpers. So you just raise your hand, and you can't start MATLAB. We're going to come help you.